Most CISOs that I come into contact with, they find it very, very hard to identify where all their critical information assets are. They find it increasingly hard to keep tabs on an ever morphing organization as it adds new websites and new functionality and new capabilities, to keep control of what data is being shared, what data is at risk. So actually trying to identify all the critical assets and put a value on them is a really hard thing to do. One might assume it would be easy, but it's not. Especially when you consider that for most organizations, we have all been on a massive digital transformation. And that means that the IT department and marketing departments and sales departments are throwing out constantly new and innovative ways to reach and touch customers, which for the CISO is great because the business grows, but is equally a nightmare because we have to understand the risk that that brings to us. And sometimes those products, those services, those new digital transformations are not given sight of the CISO, which is counterintuitive, but sadly is all too often the case. Point one, do not treat cybersecurity as a pure IT problem. It's really not. The examples I've given there, where marketing quite rightly want to put a new website up to draw young customers in doing something whizzy and trendy, or sales running a campaign to do something else, they are exposing the business to risk because they're using digital technology to fulfill their ambitions. So first point to most organizations is we talk about digital transformation. So we must think about transformation across the business. So we need everybody to be involved as we try and digitize things and we get more savvy in the use of technology to deliver whatever it is that we do. And that goes to the legal department signing contracts with suppliers that state, we expect you as a supplier to be cyber savvy, cyber aware, cyber secure, and you must guarantee us that you're at that place, because if we share our data with you, we don't wish you to lose it. We expect the HR department to be recruiting people that are cyber savvy, that are aware of what it is that they're doing, and we don't expect the HR department to have very lax processes that allow thousands of contractors to amble in and out of the building where there is no checks or balances done around their validity. So we talk about and we think about cybersecurity as the hacker sort of in his bedroom. That's, you know, to be honest with you, that's really old hat now. The analogy of the young kid in his sort of underpants in his bedroom doing bad things is a bit old hat. Cybersecurity has progressed on now to serious and organised crime, and serious and organised crime use so many more complex and complicated ways of accessing data and stealing that data. And the kid in his bedroom who wants peer recognition for doing a clever thing and being smart, in his opinion, is easy to spot, easy to find, and it's easy for the police to catch them. Serious and organised crime have no intention of you knowing that they've stolen everything. And the beautiful thing about data is I can copy it. And have I stolen it? Well, I have, but I've just copied it. You've still got a copy, but I've got a copy as well. So if I can go and rob a bank and keep all the gold bars in the safe, but actually walk away with the same quantum, then that's a really great area of crime to be involved in, because nobody will notice. So the landscape's changed, and it requires the whole business to be involved in one concerted effort to effectively deal with the cyber issue. If I had £1 for every time we do a security review of an organization, and the first thing that we are told is, oh, don't do that and don't touch that. And I know that that's connected to that, but we don't want you to look at that. Just look at this. And we say, but what is the point? That's like MOTing the car, but accepting that the brakes don't work. You're still going to die because the brakes don't work, but you get an MOT certificate at the end. So there's a little bit too much tick box, check it off, let's do enough to sort of satisfy everybody, and not enough, let's understand the real risk and face up to it and face it off and deal with it appropriately.